Okay, hi, welcome back. We're going to close it up right now. Before we do, looking at Wilmington's fall schedule.
I think all the teams look pretty good. The football team is gonna. I think they're gearing up for
They've
a good
got a
season.
big senior class, I think.
They do. The senior class is gonna be their best part.
They had
Not
a good
that the junior
exhibition
classes
game.
aren't bad, but
Yeah.
they're gonna look great this season. I'm very serious about this.
Yeah.
They look. I've been watching a little bit of the practices. They look very all together and everything. What are you smiling about?
They had a good exhibition game the other day.
Yeah, they did.
in all seriousness. Big win. And first game against Newburyport. That's at home. I think if they can pull that out, they're going to be in big contention.
And again, they got the Thanksgiving game against Tewksbury this year, again, which hopefully we'll take them on this year. We give them a run every year. Hopefully this year we can take it all the way and win.
Yep, last time I think it was 1991 that we beat Tewksbury. So we'll see if we can do it again.
Looking towards the future, though. Might be bright. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. And yeah, the golf team looks pretty good. They got some nice players up there, 1 through 6, real nice, I think. So we'll see how they do. They just had a thing versus Newburyport, match versus Newburyport. I don't know how they made out on it. Hopefully they made out pretty good, though.
Cross country is looking pretty good this year. We have more runners than we did last year. We got Jeremy Rufo leading the team as the captain with Mike Sweet. Jason and myself are also on the team. And we got a lot of other great runners. Kristen Sulo, the freshman. He's going to be a definite effect on the team, even with since the fact that he does have Nathan Sulo in his family, who was a excellent varsity runner. Hopefully we can go all the way this year.
From what I can hear, the field hockey team looks pretty good. I guess they've had a couple exhibition games, and they've really destroyed the opponents. Volleyball looking pretty good, I guess.
Yes, we always have our women athletes in our school. Always been very good and in contention in almost everything they do. I mean, Wilmington must have great athletic females.
I mean, just look at the girls' soccer team. The girls' soccer team is full of absolute talent.
Oh, yeah.
And the women's field hockey, all right, doing excellent. They're going to be in contention and possibly have a good playoff run.
Yep, okay.
Much like previous seasons.
Of course, Dan Sweet's not with us right now, but he's out with the soccer team. So when he comes back, we'll talk with him and see how they're doing.
God rest his soul.
And the women's soccer team, too, they're looking very good this year.
Okay, so we'll see what happens. Of course, everything can't work out, but we'll see what sports look pretty good
We're looking for an all-winning Wildcat season this fall.
Hopefully.
Go Cats!
We'll be back in October, so until next time, I'm Sean Neville.
I'm Michael Carr.
And I'm Jason Crescenzo.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
So long. That looks awesome.
What did he say about something else?
This wall between... Can we break down this wall between us? Hi!
Wow, the sound of this is good. It sounds like you're in the next room.
It sounds like I'm in the next chair.
I feel so left out. You want to close that door, Tim?
Hey.
This is Jason's show.
Hi, I'm reading the paper. See?
I'm going to look at the...
Sean and Sean and Sean.
Let's see, we're going to talk about... I remember on one of the previous shows I said, Red Sox, well, there will be no playoffs. Yes, we all said that.
Yes.
No, all right. Hi, welcome to Sideline Sports. I'm Sean Neville, and I'm joined by Mike Carr, Dan Sweet, and Jason Crescenzo. In this edition, we're talking about Wilmington High School. Most of the teams are faring out pretty well this year, including the football team, who's ranked in the top 20. So we'll be right back. Stick around.
What the hell is going on back there? There's a whole lot of mice in this place. Oh my God, it's the Watergate scandal.
The 18 missing minutes.
Okay.
The 18 missing minutes.
Okay. Hi, welcome back. Right now, Wilmington High School, we're going to talk about football team right now. Of course, 3-0, probably best record that they've had in who knows how many years.
They look incredible out there. They've got it all together. Their new coach is a big part of that. He's bringing a spirit to the team that they never had before. He gives something to them that they didn't really possess. That's what's making them win, and the fact that they're all playing good.
I disagree with you a little on that. I mean, the coaching's great, but I mean, if you look at the caliber and the skill that we have, I mean, everyone knew this was going to be a big year. I mean,
Well, how come
Yeah.
the same skill wasn't out last year?
because they were a year younger. They have one more year they've developed over.
That's true.
And I
but-
mean, three-quarters of the team's almost juniors. So,
Juniors?
I mean, seniors now, but
Yeah.
Yeah, they've improved in many aspects of the game, especially defense, which has been overpowering on many of their opponents.
First string defense hasn't allowed a point yet through 3 games.
That's outstanding.
The whole team as a whole has only allowed 6 points. That's the fewest in the Cape Ann League.
Yeah, it's one of the primary reasons that they are where they are today.
I think they're tied with Linfield and North Andover for tied in Cape Ann League for first place. They gotta have a game in North Andover, I know, in November. I'm not sure when they play Linfield, but we'll have to see how they do. This team has just had a history of losing, and now all of a sudden they're starting to pick up the wins, and maybe this team can get a winning spirit.
Yeah, catch the Wildcat fever.
This week is Spirit Week.
It is very important that the team is starting to win, because the more they win, the more the confidence builds, and the more they know they can do it.
Yeah.
I think they could have always done it, it's just they didn't have the confidence to do it, and now that they've got it, no one can stop them.
Yeah, the coach,
Well, we'll see about that.
Almeida, I think he's definitely brought in a new vision throughout this team that they can win. They don't have to think that they're going to lose these games. They can win these. Last year was kind of a transition year, and this year I think they finally figured out that, hey, these teams aren't that big. This isn't the Merrimack Valley. We're in the Cape Ann League now. We can win these games.
And they're getting a lot more support from the community that they didn't get when they were in their losing time. They had a long run of losing the seasons, and now they're turning it all around. And as they're turning it around, the community's getting more behind. The game turnouts have been outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
The stands
a lot
have
of
been full
support
every
from the
game.
fans.
People have been standing because there isn't enough room.
Go
That's
Cats.
they need. They need that to give them that boost to go out there and give a good show and to win.
I can remember just a year or two ago where the stands had 20 people in it, and now they're filled as if it's like a Thanksgiving game or something.
I don't quite remember the 10 or 20 people in the stands,
Wow.
but
It's a figure. Rough figure for a small number.
Thank you.
No problem.
So, yeah, we'll see how they do. I think they have a game up against Masconomet this weekend.
Homecoming game.
Hopefully they'll fare well in that one. So, looking around, soccer team, 4-4. Dan, can you tell us anything about that?
first of all, we're 6-4, and
6-4.
And second of all, I think we're looking pretty good this year. I think we have many good things to come.
Yep. Goalie for the team is
TJ Flynn.
TJ Flynn. Heard he's been doing pretty good there.
Yep.
How many seniors are on the team?
2.
2.
Big cast of seniors.
Yeah.
A lot of your players are juniors, right?
Yep.
And that's going to be a powerful senior line next year.
Next year.
Bunch of sophomores on there too.
Yeah.
So looks to be pretty good there for in the future. Also building up. Cross country team.
Well, we're doing our best out there. That's all we can say.
Yeah.
We're not winning a season.
Sometime they may put a win up.
The team looks
A
good.
season.
The team looks
Again.
good. That's all you can say about it.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's running their hardest. Jeremy was leading the team very well. Jason's
Yeah, I'll-
stepping up behind him.
And also give credit to Paul Cheney. He's
And Paul DeJaneiro, great young freshman runner, and Jason Frangillo.
yes,
Great
an
young
outstanding
runners.
freshman.
So yeah, the girls cross country team I see picked up a win.
Oh yeah. They've got a good team too. They got Cheryl Lassess leading them, and Barbara Tate has been outstanding. She's been stepping up a lot. She took over the #1 spot on the team in races a couple games, like yesterday I believe it was. She took first place for our team, and she's been really working real hard.
And there's not many girls on the team, right?
There's 4,
4.
which
Sounds
doesn't
like-
even constitute a real team.
Sounds like a lot of stepping ups going on in there though.
Well,
in
it
the
is.
track world.
Considering
Track world.
where we all started out, this is a big step for us. I mean, we have the biggest team we've had in a long time,
Yeah.
which is a very important thing. It gives
more morale to all of us.
Yes, morale. Morale was the word that came to mind. Morale.
Okay. Girls soccer team, it says right here, 5-2. They probably played a couple games this week, so
Yeah, they're 5-4 now.
5-4. A couple down games, but they're still up above 500, down behind Masconomet and North Andover. So that team's faring out pretty good.
Yeah, doing well.
I think the golf team now is 9-2.
Golf team, eh?
Yes.
What can you tell us about
Elaborate, if
the
you will.
golf team?
Well, Rob Tarani's number one on the team, of course.
Yes.
He's a senior. There are 4 seniors on the team this year. Number 2 is Mike Wall. He's been picking up some key wins. And then Ryan Hobner at the number 3 spot, switching off with Dave Cenarian. So the team looks good next year. There's quite a few sophomores, so there'll be a big junior class next year.
And we hope to see and hear many things about Sean in his upcoming golf
Of
matches.
course. And remember, Dan Sweet's one of the 50 people to watch this year in soccer.
Dan Sweet, ladies and gentlemen.
And let's see, the field hockey team.
Oh, they look fantastic. 7-0-3.
Unbelievable. You said that earlier that it looked like they were going to have a good season, and it's turned out great for them.
Yeah.
They're in first place by quite a bit over Hamilton Wenham.
Yes, they're really getting out there. They're playing. They're using their field hockey sticks very well.
Yes, that's what they usually do in
I
field
don't know
hockey.
much about the sport, but I know that they are an excellent team. They've got it all together, and they're showing that they've got it all.
Yeah, and of course, Chris Cassidy's been taping those games, so they'll be on channel 52 if you want to catch any of that, along with the
Take a
football
game in.
Be
games.
there.
Soccer games, I know, are being televised a little bit.
No one wants to watch cross country.
Same thing with golf on there for you.
Not that we don't want to watch, just watching people run.
Okay, so we're going to take a short break right now. Good luck to all the teams. When we
Go
come
Cats.
back, we'll be near the end of most of the seasons. The football season will be well in its way, and we'll hope to see some more wins and
Yes.
same amount of losses as right now. Super Bowl dreams may be coming forward.
Oh, I can see that,
Well,
definitely.
We'll see.
We'll
Sorry
see
to-
about that, Mike.
To be continued.
Well, we'll be back. Stay tuned.
Wilmington Wildcats kicked off their 1996 season against Super Bowl champs Newburyport, led by tri-captains Matt Haskamp, Billy Harrison, and Sean Kerrigan. Things got started pretty quickly. On Newburyport's first drive, they were forced to punt after 3 failing downs. The snap went over the kicker's head and into the end zone. There was a safety for Wilmington. They went up 2-0. Wilmington was more successful on their first drive. As they drove down the field, the pitch goes to Billy Harrison, who was doing the same stuff he was doing last year. Brought this one down inside the 10-yard line. Harrison had 171 yards on 11 carries his first game. The Tim Gillis run and a Sean Kerrigan kick put the score up 9-0. Going into the second quarter, Wilmington driving again down the field at the 22-yard line. Pitch goes to Harrison again. Harrison runs all the way into the end zone for his first touchdown of the 96 season, and Wilmington goes up 16-0 after Sean Kerrigan makes his second kick. Things are looking pretty bright for Wilmington. Deep into the second quarter, time ticking down. Tim Gillis hands off to Sean Kerrigan. Kerrigan barrels his way down 30 yards, all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Score 22-0. And Kerrigan would add another extra point and make it 23-0. Into the third quarter, Wilmington defense holding strong. The throw going here. Newburyport looking for something. It's broken up by Billy Harrison and Jamie Campbell. Rather, Billy Harrison and Tim Gillis. Wilmington driving down the field once again, looking for some more points. Pitch goes to Harrison. Harrison runs it into the end zone. A 29-0 lead for Wilmington. Defense would hold strong to try to preserve the shutout. Wilmington coming on the blitz here. Mike O'Toole and Jamie Campbell come in, cause the fumble. O'Toole recovers, and Wilmington's shutout was preserved. A 29-0 win for Wilmington on their first game against Super Bowl champs Newburyport. Wilmington ended with 380 yards rushing and 51 passing. It was definitely a successful first game for this season.
3, 2, 1. Hi, welcome back. Right now, the playoffs have started. Of course, the Red Sox are not in them.
Well, that could have been predicted. I'm still apologizing
Didn't I
for
tell you
predicting
that?
them for the World Series, which I remember doing at the beginning of the season. But hey, what happens, happens.
It's all said and done with.
Yep, the Sox put them in the draw, and close it.
Exactly.
But for Baltimore, they in the end won that wild card spot.
Baltimore's looking good against the
Yeah,
Indians.
and
Excellent.
this is what the wild card does. It puts a team that wasn't really first place throughout the year, but is hot near the end of the season,
Yeah.
up against the first place team,
Mhm.
which is a good matchup and is in favoring Baltimore this year.
Yeah, what's 10-4 is the first win against the
Yep.
Indians, and then they won, what, 6-4?
6-4, yeah.
And now they go into Cleveland. All they got to do is one more game, and
Things
the
look bright.
defending AL champs are out.
Let's
And then, of
hope
course,
for the
in,
best.
in the other matchup, Texas and New York.
Texas was given a good run the other
You
night, the
can-
second game. I mean,
I'll
you
let
can say whatever you want about them, but I mean, Texas has been, they've been putting up a real good match.
Yes. You see,
Yeah, Texas is pretty good.
you could almost predict this though. You saw that New York had played its best ball in the first couple of months of the season. And they really did a tailspin near the end of the season.
Yep.
So and Texas picked it up.
Texas, yeah.
So I see Texas
I'm surprised.
at least winning 3 to 1.
3-1.
Oh,
What is it?
Yeah.
Who? New York's up 2-0. No,
No, it's 1-1.
I thought New York won in the.
No, Texas won the first game.
Texas won.
Well, doesn't matter.
What is going on? Okay.
More than Neville knows, but.
We'll see what we'll see how Texas does. New York, of course. I don't really want to see them win, but it'd
Who
be
wants
nice.
to see the Yankees win?
Yeah, well, it'll be nice to see
Don't win.
Texas and Baltimore go together.
Yankees.
I'm just sick of the baseball thing in general now. It's going
Baseball
too
thing in
it's
general.
going too long right now. I
It's going
think
too long.
It's going.
it's
too
it's
long.
just I don't know. It doesn't feel like the season.
Yeah, because it's starting to turn cold and the football season is beginning.
So we'll look over to the National League. Atlanta playing the Dodgers.
Well, Atlanta, I'm going to have to say World Series.
Really?
I don't know if they're going to...
Really? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I think it's going to be tougher than people think.
And it is going to be tough.
They don't look like the same dominant team of
They
last
don't.
year.
They are.
When they were winning games like they were easy. Was it Glavin had ERA very low, and Maddox was their #1 starter. Now this year they got Smoltz.
Smoltz has cooled off lately.
Yes, he had a streak of 14 wins in a row at one point, and at the end of the season, he had lost 9 games.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I still see him though.
Yes.
I just still see him going in there though.
I'm not
I
going to make
know,
any
it-
predictions for Atlanta right now.
Well,
I got-
Well,
I did
I'm
it way
At
back
this time, I
then.
don't intend to eat my words. They
But you will.
No, I won't.
You didn't intend to eat them last time either, but
Oh, I kind of figured it would
Okay.
happen deep down inside.
So what are you going to say?
I'm saying Atlanta for the series.
Atlanta.
he calls it.
And what about for the St. Louis, San Diego?
To San Diego. I'm gonna have to go with San Diego.
No, I say
St. Louis.
I say San Diego was just some kind of flash in the pan. They're just
Well, you can't really tell. I mean, they get the job done. They're there.
They have Tony Gwynn.
and Ricky Henderson. I know, but they're all just veterans. I mean,
Veterans can win.
well, really? Well, I know that, but
Well, you made the thing. They're
Yeah.
all veterans.
Yeah.
St. Louis I think has better depth and
Depth, as in veterans.
no, that's not what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Go
I mean
short.
as in quality of play.
Oh, okay.
Fish posh.
I'm gonna have to go with St. Louis too. St. Louis in 5, I think, and then they'll have to go up against Atlanta, and I think that's gonna be a close series right there. St. Louis and Atlanta.
I'm gonna see San Diego.
I say San Diego. I'll agree with
Nobody's
Mike.
given
you.
Los Angeles
They've
a
had the
chance?
they've had the hits
Not
though when
really.
they need it. So.
Okay.
Los Angeles. I mean,
Normo, Piazza, who are those guys?
Yeah. Who are those two guys? And who's the rest of the team?
Good point.
We
Yeah.
all know Nomo and Piazza. They're great, but
the NL West
it.
was kind of, I don't know. That was a different league over there. They had all the mediocre teams that all won. It's kind of odd.
mhm.
Los Angeles, San Diego, Colorado. And they're all good teams out there, but
Tap
why?
It's got to be the air.
They're all good teams, but why? That is the question we are trying to find out.
Okay,
Why?
going into the MVP and Cy Young awards. For the AL, I'm going to have to
Nah.
go with Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is a good choice.
Or Griffey. Griffey picked it up late.
He has picked it up.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know
when
if
you
he'll
have
get
an
it, though.
injury.
He had the injury,
It
though.
doesn't
and
matter.
It's really worked against.
Yes,
really
yes, it
pushed
does.
against him because it took away from time that he would have been.
Still hit
doing
48
better.
home runs.
Yes, I know that, but I'm gonna have to go with Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, I think Griffey's gonna get pushed out because of his injury, and hopefully he'll be all healthy next year because there's no doubt in my mind that he couldn't get it next year.
How about the Bell controversy? All that stuff he's done this year. Does he still put up the numbers? He won the RBI title. Does he get votes for
Who did?
MVP?
He'll get votes, yeah. I think he'll
Well,
come in second.
obviously he will get some votes, but does he have enough to win it?
I don't think
He's
so.
gonna come in second to Rodriguez.
It'll be a close one.
I think so.
Dan?
I don't know if the writers and stuff will boycott some of Bell just because of his overall personality towards the writers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
I agree.
I must concur.
So, and then Cy Young, American League. I might see Pettit or
No,
Yeah.
no,
Nagy.
no.
Yeah.
Pettit doesn't have it.
I can see Nagy.
Okay.
Yeah, I see Charles Nagy. He put up the numbers this year.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there was anyone who stood ahead of the pack or anything
No,
like
they
that.
were all.
There were some good pitches, all right, but there was no pitcher that excelled
Aaron Seeley.
beyond expectations or anything like that. So it's
Yeah,
really it's gonna be a blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah.
That's how I would describe it. Moving on to the National League MVP.
Morale.
MVP. I'd see Caminiti maybe for the MVP out in the National League.
Hey, Maniti. What have happened to Burks?
Ellis.
Nah, that's Burks.
Looking down.
I don't know where you're going. but it's
At,
gonna
at
be Burks.
statistics.
Burks.
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 Okay. Looking at statistics, I would say Burks, but he couldn't. No, but he's not going to win it. Caminiti, I think, will win it.
Ooh, he makes the call.
Burks
Underdog.
couldn't lead the team to a title. He couldn't even lead them to a wild card. If you recall,
Well, one
Caminiti.
man
But
can't
this
carry
is the most valuable
28
player.
other
This
men on his
isn't,
back.
of course, being on a good team helps. Yes, but he was the most valuable player to the Colorado Rockies. Can you tell me different?
No.
I risk my case.
But I'm going to go with Caminiti.
All right, Dan.
I don't know. I see
Tony.
a bunch of names.
How about that Tony
That's
Gwynn?
all. No.
How about Tony Gwynn? Just got enough at bats at the end of the season to win the title. he wasn't even in the race.
Pops
for all-
into the leader's column. Like, what
like the
heck is
final
this?
game of the season. Wait a second, I'm gonna win the title. Wait a second, he wasn't even in the top 10 a couple of seconds ago.
Yeah, so all of a sudden he's reading a newspaper. All of a sudden Tony Gwynn's name pops in there. Okay, Sideline.
I'm gonna say Smoltz.
I'm gonna go with Brown. Under two.
Charlie.
Under
I'm
two.
not going.
Under 2 for Kevin Brown. ERA.
Yeah,
What was his record though?
I don't know, 15,
I think
6.
it's gonna be Smoltz. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to go with Smoltz.
I would too.
Okay.
As you can see, we're having a good show today.
Come on, here we go.
Jay has to leave.
Thank you.
See you, Jay.
Okay, well, we're gonna take a short break right now. Be right back to wrap things up.
I'm taking a long break.
Wilmington kicked off their second game against Triton. Wilmington getting off to a quick start on their first drive. Defense held in on Triton's first. Billy Harrison follows Tim Gillis' block into the end zone, and then Kerrigan kicks up the extra point. Things are looking pretty good for Wilmington in their second game, leading 7-0 in the first quarter. Defense was there too. On this drive by Triton, the pass goes into the end zone, broken up by Billy Harrison and Dave Diamato. The very next play, the front line showed they can do some stuff too. Wilmington coming in hard. Passer has to go back. He's pressured, throws it, and Mike Giannetti picks it off for the interception for Wilmington, and the shutout for the season is preserved. Gillis looks back to pass and finds Jamie Campbell up to midfield, and Wilmington's driving again. On the next play, Wilmington still leading 7-0. Hands off to Sean Sullivan. Sullivan runs down the left side of the field, down inside the 30-yard line, almost to the 25. Wilmington looking for the end zone, but it wasn't theirs to be. Gillis looks back to pass, and his throw is picked off. The defense would hold strong, though. It was another 3 downs and out, as we see here. The O'Toole brothers go in, Pat and Mike. Mike O'Toole grabs, then Pat O'Toole takes him down at the end. On 3rd down, Wilmington's defense pulled up strong again. Triton looking for the run. The handoff is fumbled. Triton recovers, but they're forced to punt. Wilmington having some troubles on offense and having to make a 4th down decision. They fake the punt. Rich Gillis runs it down for the 1st down. Well executed play by Wilmington. On that same drive, Gillis hands off to Harrison, and Harrison runs his way into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Wilmington goes up 13-0. Defense proving it's strong again. The throw goes into the end zone. Harrison breaks up this one to keep the shutout going, and then on the next down, the front line comes in again. Ball moves all the way back. It's about 3rd down and 25. And again, the quarterback slips, and in comes Wilmington's whole front line. Rich Gillis eventually with the sack, and Triton was forced to punt. Going into the 3rd quarter, Wilmington driving down the field. Gillis pitch back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan runs it all the way in, and he would add up the extra point, and Wilmington would take a 20-0 lead. See the extra point by Kerrigan. So 20-0 Wilmington. Wilmington looking for it again. They have the ball at about the 40-yard line. Gillis hands off to his brother Rich. Rich Gillis runs it all the way down, a 60-yard run down to the 30-yard line. Well executed by Wilmington. On that same drive, Wilmington marches down inside the 10-yard line. And 4th down, Gillis throws into the end zone to an open Jamie Campbell. Wilmington takes a 26-0 lead. And that will be all the points that Wilmington would get on the day. They did allow 1 touchdown for the final score of the game to be 26-6. But Wilmington still put out a strong effort, and the next game would be against Ipswich. Going to Ipswich, a tough game for Wilmington. But they did pull it out to win 14-0 against Ipswich. This win gave Wilmington a number 18 ranking in the Boston Globe top 20. Wilmington ranked for the first time in quite a long time. Hi, welcome back. We're going to wrap things up right now. Next time, we'll talk about Patriots, Wilmington, and the Reds, and not the Red Sox. Yeah, we'll talk about the Red Sox.
Yeah, we can blab about that for a bit.
And playoffs, of course, World Series will be taking place. So until next time, I'm Sean Neville.
I'm Michael Cott.
I'm Dan Sweet.
And I'm Jason Crescenzo.
So until next time, so long.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.